Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Larissa Clark and today I'm going to be showing you baby items that I either regret buying or I just won't be using again if we are to have a second child one day. I do want to say that this video is not a review over all these products as if these products suck, don't buy them. I mean, a few of them are, but for the most part these are just items that were either A, really trendy and everybody was buying them, but they ended up not being as useful as I thought, or B, specifically did not work for our baby. If you missed it, I posted a video on Saturday just doing a little chit chat with you guys about what my expectations are for this channel moving forward and some things that I want to try out. So go ahead and make sure you check that out. And also, if you haven't, subscribe down below and hit the bell notification so that you never miss one of my videos. So I just wanted to go through some of these items. I think it'll be helpful for new moms out there trying to make your registry picks or trying to figure out those last minute items that you think maybe you need, and this video will help you decide whether you do need that or not. Alright, so I guess we'll just get started. I'll start with some little items first. Oh, I also wanted to say that with some of these items, I want to go ahead and let you guys know an alternative option of what I think would be better based on reviews and other mamas out there that I've listened to. One of the biggest things that I feel like when you know you're going to be having a baby and you think about first aid things are these nose bulb thingamabobbers. We've never used this. Actually, I think I used it once just to see how it worked, but after that we never used it again because they just don't work. They don't. We have the Nose Frida, and that is amazing. That I recommend to buy. I honestly should have put it in my baby items that I love video. Maybe I did. I don't think I did. But it should be in there because I think that the Nose Frida is definitely something that you want to invest in. It's not even an investment. I don't think it's that cheap. Definitely get the Nose Frida. That's it. Okay. Next are baby nail clippers. Now, it might just be specific to these ones, but these nail clippers never worked. They're not sharp enough. Her nails, Addie's nails when she was born were really thin. I mean, like all babies' nails are really thin. So you kind of actually needed something pretty sharp. Otherwise, with this, you would just go and clip down and it would just kind of hang there and it wouldn't clip. So I had to use adult nail clippers on her and it worked just as well. Yeah, you have to be a little bit more careful because of them being a little bit wider than their finger, but it's fine. I would recommend that if you don't want to use nail clippers to get Dremel type nail filing system for baby's nails because a quick nail file will work just as well as cutting them. Next up is this pop pacifier. So the concept of this pacifier is pretty cool. Here's the pacifier. If the pacifier were to fall out of the baby's mouth and hit the ground, it pops back in to the itself. Here's the pacifier, and then it pops out when it falls. Now, why I don't like this and why we don't use it is because you have to have a constant tug or like pull grip on the nipple of the pacifier for it to stay like this. Otherwise, it just folds in on itself. And when Addie was newborn, which I haven't tried this now that she's a lot older, but when she was newborn, she didn't understand that concept of continuously having to pull on this, and it just, long story short, it just didn't work. So I'm sure some people have used these and they're fine, and they might be fine. I might try it with her again. I haven't like thrown it away or anything, but I think they're just a little too difficult. Next on the pacifier list are pacifier clips. Now, I know that I put in my haul of favorite baby items to get pacifier clips, but the more that I think about it, I would recommend not buying pacifier clips that don't also work as a teether. We don't use these anymore because they don't have the silicone beads or wooden beads or anything on it for Addie to teeth on, and she just doesn't, I'm sure she doesn't really notice, but I would prefer to spend that money on kind of like a multitasker item, so that it can hold up the pacifier and it can be something that Addie can chew on, sounds like she's a dog, that Addie can teeth on and stuff. So we'll be using these again, but I won't buy any more that don't also work as a teether. Alright, next up is like baby food feeding item. It is a mesh little bag that you put fruits in, and you close it up and then they can just suck on it. We have other ones like this that we love, but the reason I don't like this one in particular is because of the mesh bag. This mesh bag is so hard to get clean if you put anything super messy in here, which is like everything that Addie wants to eat. So it's so hard to get these things clean. In fact, I was trying to clean one the other day and I just couldn't get it clean, and I just threw it away because I don't even like it. I don't want to use it anymore. So I prefer the ones that have the silicone I guess nipple, I don't know what you would call it, that you put the fruit in, because those ones are just so much easier to clean. And then you can also put those ones in the dishwasher. I mean, I tried putting these in the dishwasher, but it didn't get it any cleaner. Definitely have to be hand washed because of this mesh bag on it. So that's why we won't be buying these again. And this one I haven't even used yet, so I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. Okay, next up are clothing items, which they're not a whole lot, and they're pretty obvious ones, but I just wanted to reiterate why you should not spend money on these, even though I was told not to spend money on them and I still did it. Baby shoes. Specifically, these shoes that are so cute. And you know, if you are always outside in the winter when you have a baby, or you are traveling a lot or something, then I could understand getting these. But we used them once and that was it, because we were just inside the house all winter. And even when we were going places, she was in a footy like pajamas or had socks on or something else that she didn't need these. So these are kind of a waste, but they are cute. Next up is just a regular baby shoe, and as you can see, I don't know where the other one is because it got lost somewhere, and that is number one reason why you just should not buy baby shoes. They get lost everywhere. They kick them off and they get lost. Another reason, they grow out of them really fast. These ones are really cheap, so it's not that big of a deal that she grew out of it fast, but she only wore it from like our house to the next place. And then by the time we got there, we took them off because either she kicked one off or she pulled one off, or they just were being annoying to her. So, all right. Last up in the baby wardrobe section of this are baby mitts, hand mitts, and I don't know where the other one is of this. I just pulled this out of her clothes that she doesn't fit in anymore. If you were gifted these, like, use them for sure, but don't spend your own money on them, because you can use socks, or a lot of onesies or long sleeve onesies and pajamas nowadays come with little cuffs that go over their hands, so you don't need these. Okay, next up is, what would you call it? A drying rack for baby parts. See? Alright, so the reason I say don't buy this is because there are no drain holes through the bottom of this. So as everything is drying, there's all this water that just sits there, and if you don't dump the water after every single time you dry it, it sits there and it turns yellow and gets gross, and then you have to wash this entire thing, and then it's just annoying. So I would definitely make sure, if you're gonna get a drying rack, get one where the water can also drop through it onto like a towel or something and dry up, so that you don't have this constant sitting water and you don't have to constantly clean this after using it, because that just gives you more work to do when you're already cleaning so many bottles and pump parts if you're breastfeeding and who knows what that's getting dirty from your kid. Now, this item's super popular. I like it, I do like it, but we don't use it for the reason that I intended to use it for. And that item is the Boppy. Now, the reason I didn't use this the way I intended it to be used is because I used it, or I got it because I wanted to be able to put it around me and have the, you know, Addie here so I could either breastfeed or just feed her with a bottle or whatever. But Boppies were not made for the average plus person. They were made for small people. This little round thing is supposed to fit around you, and if it doesn't like get back, how do I explain this? It just didn't work for me. There is one out there that if we were to have another baby, I am gonna go ahead and buy, and it's from Snuggle Me Organic. And the difference is that these ends go into a point on that one, and it's more of like a crescent moon. And because of just that added difference, it is so much easier to put around your body and actually get it close enough to rest your baby on. If you do have a Boppy though, these are great to sit your baby up in. They're great for resting in, like Addie, when she first started feeding herself with her bottle, she would lay down and it gave her a little elevation to help her hold her bottle on her own. And what else did we use this for? I think that's about it. Next up is this Tummy Time mat, and I apologize, this is dirty and I didn't realize how dirty it was, so don't freak out when you see it. So, ta-da! I love this thing, but the reason I would say don't spend your money on it is because if you're going to be getting one of those activity things that like they lay on and it has the arches on top of it, then this thing kind of becomes irrelevant. As soon as we had one of those, we ended up not using this at all. And I mean, you could put it as extra padding underneath, but it's just one of those items that you don't necessarily need. So if you're looking to save money somewhere on an item, this is where it's at. Don't get it. All right, and the last item on this baby items regret list is the item that this thing fits in, which is a diaper genie. I couldn't even remember what it was called. And that's because the diaper genie specifically that we had broke all the time, and we were always having to fix it. By the time I just said no and just got rid of it, like it was probably fixed 3 or 4 times, still wasn't working right, and the diapers smell came out awful all the time. Like our whole house smelled like diapers because of that thing. As soon as I got rid of that and got the Steel Uppy Baby, is it up? What is it? Yeah, not Uppy Baby, just Uppy diaper pail. Oh my gosh, everything was so much better. I'm literally sitting right next to it and I can't smell anything. Now, along with all those reasons is because of this little guy. This is the diaper pail refill, and it's the only thing that you can put in there. Like you have to get these refills. You don't have to get the branded refills. Like this one is Mama Bear brand, which is an Amazon brand. But I will say that because this is a cheaper brand and you're paying less, the quality of the bag is less. If you do have a diaper genie, then the diaper genie refill packs are the best ones you can get. But that's also annoying because you're always having to buy refills. The Uppy diaper pail, you can use any kind of trash bag, so you don't have to specifically buy trash bags for it. So I can just use my normal kitchen tall trash bags and put it in here, and that just saves you money in the end. So that's why I wouldn't recommend that. Okay, I think that's it. I'm trying to think if there's any items that like I've already put away or are just bigger items that we don't use, but I think that's it. Well, that is it for this video. If you liked it, please leave a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below if there's any items that you regret buying or that didn't work for you, or maybe some of these items were your favorite items. Let me know why. You know, everybody's different, everybody mothers differently, so what works for one mama might not work for the next. Alright, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed. I will see you guys all next week. Bye!